Okay, can you hear me in your headset?
Yeah.
All right. All right, you ready to go?
Yep.
Okay, so one thing we always do when we're taking off or flying or taxiing around in an airplane is we make radio calls so everybody knows where we're at. So we're going to make a call. Our number is 24857, and I'll do all the radio calls, all right?
Okay.
Warsaw traffic, Cessna 24857 on the ramp, taxiing for departure, Warsaw. Okay, so we got to listen to the weather.
Niner 17 Zulu, weather, wind 140 at 6, visibility 105,000, scattered, temperature 24 Celsius, dew point 11, altimeter 3002, remarks, density altitude.
Okay, ready to go? Hey, look at the camera over there. Warsaw traffic, Cessna 857, taxiing runway 18, Warsaw.
Just to tell what level we're at.
Yep, that tells you if you can't see outside, like if you're in a cloud, that'll tell you what the airplane is doing or what the attitude is. That's called the attitude indicator. So with an airplane, when you're driving it on the ground and you're trying to steer it, you always steer with your feet. You can't really do anything with your hands. See, if I turn this, it doesn't do anything. But when I move my feet down here, that's what steers it.
Have you read Hatchet before?
Yeah, the Brian Paulson book?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was actually one of my favorite books.
Yeah, we read that in the library, and it,
Uh-huh. Okay, so this is the runway right out here. We'll stop here and get ready to go.
okay.
So this is the check we do. We move the controls all the way one way and then the other way, just to make sure that they're okay. And then we're going to run the engine up and get it running where it would be like if we were flying. That way we can check on the ground before we take off and make sure everything's okay.
That's the same thing we checked last time.
Hold this. Make sure you keep that right up by your mouth.
that the thing out there where we said it had to be on the 5 or in between?
Nope. That would be, these two are for oil. That's what we checked out there was the oil. This is something else that does stuff with the instruments. It's called suction. Okay, you ready to take off?
Yep.
Westbound traffic, that's 24857, departing runway 18 Warsaw. Okay, here we go. So we line it up on the runway just like this, and then we give it nice and smooth, full power. And then we're in the air.
What are those numbers down there, like that 4?
Those numbers tell you what heading or what direction the runway is on. So, like, the runway we took off on was south or on heading 180. So the number for the runway was 18 because you just take the 0 off the end.
Yeah.
Warsaw traffic Tesla 857 will be leaving pattern, maneuvering 5 miles northeast. Warsaw. Alright, so do you ever get to go to the lake when you come up to Grandma's?
Yeah, her house is like right in front of a lake. She has like a beach.
Wow, cool. You want to go look at the lake a little bit?
Okay.
Mike, left base, Niner, Button County.
How about if we go look at this lake over here?
Whoa.
You want to go look at that one?
Yeah.
Okay. You want to fly the airplane a little bit?
Okay.
Did they let you fly it before?
No.
Okay, so what this does, just keep your hands on here with me, is when you pull back on this, it makes you go up, and when you push forward, it makes you go down. Okay? So when you go like this and roll it to the right a little bit, the airplane rolls to the right with it. You do it to the left, the same thing. So whenever you're flying an airplane and you're flying it around like that, you just want to be real nice and easy and gentle on the controls. Alright? So go ahead and just roll it to the right a little bit and pull back a little bit on the yoke. That's what this is called. This is all called the yoke. There you go. And just keep it in a nice even right turn. There you go. Pull back just a little bit. Okay, now let's level it off right here. And there's the lake.
Oh. Look at all the algae.
Yeah, you see when you're up in the air like this, you can see all the stuff that you can't see as much from the ground.
Yeah.
We'll just bring in a nice little left turn right here and go around the lake a little bit. You can see where it's deep and where it's shallow and see all the little boats and stuff.
It looks like a play chest.
Yeah, it makes everything look so much different from up here in the air. You know, with being a pilot, it's like you don't ever even have to go to work. It's like you get paid to do something that's too much fun.
Yeah. Kinda looks like my grandma's house.
Over there on the left?
Yeah.
Cool.
Fine, truck. Go off left downwind, runway 12, define truck.
It'd be cool to like see this before it rained, and then see it after it rained and see the difference.
Yeah, that'd be really cool. And sometimes when it rains, then you can see all the big puddles out in the fields and things. And it's stuff that nobody else really gets to see. Want to go up a little bit higher so we can see more?
Sure.
Okay. So when we want to climb, we want to add a little bit of power. That'll give us some more speed so we can get up in the air.
Pedals only work when you're on the ground, and then steering wheel works when you're in the air.
Well, the pedals actually work when you're in the air too. See, if you push on the right pedal, it makes the nose go to the right. If you push on the left pedal, it makes the nose go to the left.
Cool.
So just try that a little bit. Just push on the pedals a little bit. Go left, and then right. See, it moves the nose around. Because it's that big flat piece of vertical or up and down metal out there in the back.
To the north inbound for 9 at reach.
Yeah.
So do you think you want to become a pilot for, like, professional as a job?
I think I could do it as a job and then have like another job maybe. That would be cool.
Yeah, that's what I want to do. I want to have a flying job, but then I want to have another job too. I think it's pretty cool how far out you can see over the land, and you can see like 100 miles almost.
Yeah. Have you ever flown to Lake Michigan?
Yeah, one time we flew up there right on the lake shore, and you can see the whole lake, and you can actually see all the way across it.
Cool.
Which you can't see anywhere close to being across it from the ground. Here, let me get this button real quick. Warsaw traffic, Cessna 857 maneuvering over to downtown. We'll be at traffic pattern now through Warsaw. So see, we make those little radio calls just so that if there's other people flying around, that they know where we are, because if we're up here flying, we always want to keep our eyes out, make sure that we see people, because it's not like you're driving on a road or anything. Everybody's just out here wherever they need to go.
Regional Government 740, about 5 to the north, inbound for landing runway 9, Regional.
What's so cool about being up in the air is that there's really no speed limit, and you can go wherever you want.
Yeah.
Like if we want to go over there to that lake, we can just point it right at that lake and go right over there.
There aren't a lot of people in the air either.
Nope, there's not near as many people or as many airplanes as there are cars.
Feels cool, like when you turn.
Yeah, you mean like when you bank it around like this?
Yeah.
And here's the other lake right by town. Now we're going to go right over downtown. You see the courthouse, the big tall building there in the middle?
Yeah.
We'll just make a nice little circle right around that. And from up here in the air, I think it's just so cool how you can see where all the streets go, and it just seems, you know, you can just see everything.
Oh, look at that flood down there.
Whoa. You know, actually just last week, I flew down to Zionsville with some of my friends in an airplane because some of my family lives down there. Alright, you want to turn the airplane to the left for me?
Sure.
Okay, give it a nice smooth left bank. And then when you turn, you got to pull back just a little bit to keep the nose up. There you go. And just hold it right there. Alright, now level the wings out a little bit. There you go. Push forward just a little. You're doing pretty good. Seeing that little airplane right there matches exactly what this airplane is doing.
Cool.
Alright, you want to take it back in and try for a landing?
Okay.
Warsaw Municipal Airport.
Automated weather observation. 19er, 34, Zulu, weather, wind, 09er, 0 at 5, visibility, 10, clear.
Okay, so the wind changed a little bit to 09er 0. That means we're going to have to land on the runway with that same number, because we always want to land going into the wind. Warsaw traffic tends to 8571 to the south, be crossing midfield, entering left traffic runway 9er Warsaw.
Any region. LA 562 Charlie Bravo is currently 10 miles out on the track. The dial is 25 will be central land runway 7.
You ever spun around, like upside down too?
Yep, there are some airplanes that you can do that in and some airplanes that you can't. But when I was down at school, down at Purdue, if you go somewhere like that, they have airplanes that you can do that, and you can fly them upside down or do loops, and it's a lot of fun. Okay, so whenever we're doing a landing, we want to get in what's called the traffic pattern, which is just like a circle around the airport. And then we just start a little descent.
Navy Regional 562 Charlie Bravo is on the practice ILS 25, currently 6 miles out. We'll be going low approach to enter left downwind for runway 7.
Can you hear those radio calls in your headset too?
Yeah.
Those are just other pilots telling us where they are, so that if we were in the area, then we could see them and know where they're doing and stay out of each other's way. But now is when we start putting these flaps in. If you look right back here on the back edge of the wing, see they're down just a little bit?
Yeah.
We use those so that we can fly a little bit slower and land the airplane, because we want to land it going as slow as possible. Now we get lined up with the runway. There it is, see it?
Yeah.
We're just going to fly it down on there and right nice and easy. Just like that. And then we have to tell them that we're off the runway. Warsaw traffic says 9857, clear of active Warsaw. Okay, so now we got to find our way back to the hangar where we started from, because we took off from a different runway. Yep, it's right back this way. I always like being up in the air, because if you're on the ground, then you have to follow all these lines and roads. If you get a little bit warm, you can open up this window, just pull this thing up, and it'll open up and you can get some air. Did you have fun?
Yeah.
Are you going to get to come back and fly with us again a little bit, you think?
Maybe.
Maybe? You want to take flying lessons sometime, don't you? Yeah. I remember when my parents let me start taking flying lessons. That was probably the most fun I ever had. Oh, there they are, taking pictures.
when I'm 17.
What's that?
Thinking of moving here when I'm 17. Because my grandma, she owns an apartment.
Oh.
But I had a lot of water damage, so we're working.
Yeah. Then you could take flying lessons here a lot.
Top 2.
Yeah. Okay, now we'll park the airplane right here. So just wait a little bit. Here's the checklist.